Hello everyone, it's Tina from Star Property Group. How are we all on this beautiful sunny morning again? Just a quick book review. This is a book that I just read. I actually won this at a Connect property event. It was a few months ago. It was back when networking events you could actually see human beings rather than all the virtual world. But being an Audible girl, it's taken me a while to get round to actually reading it, but I've finished it now. But it's been a fabulous book to read, and I think it doesn't matter where you are in your life, you can take something from it. It's all about people's perception to failure, the way they deal with it, the way they look at it, and within different industries. And I think James Dyson, obviously, who invented the vacuum cleaner, the Dyson, is a great example of how he always says that creative designs don't come about without multiple failures, and within those multiple failures you make marginal gains and therefore improvements. And it comes from that, and also he's quite good. So the reason his story's really quite good to read. The reason he did it is because he hated the fact that when he did his hoovering, the hoover lost suction, and it was as simple as that. And he just snapped one day and was like, right, this is ridiculous. So he took it all apart, and then from there the idea built from that. And obviously from that it's amazing what he's invented for all of us, and it changed the way that we all hoover. And then it just looks at different industries. It obviously looks at all the NHS, all the medical professions, even the police. But the marginal gains thing in sport I found very interesting. It looks at Team Sky with the cyclists, and how they look at, they'll take, basically what they did, they would take a big goal and then they split that into small parts, and then they make small improvements within the little parts, and then from that you get a huge gain overall. And he puts that down to their success and why they did so well, and why they do so well. And looking at it from that point of view, because sometimes you look at a big goal and it's all a bit overwhelming, isn't it? So he's like, no, break it down and make small marginal gains that can sometimes seem ridiculously small. Well, how's that going to make any difference? But if you add it all together and look at the whole picture, then obviously it does. Another industry that takes that to, I would say, the biggest level is obviously Formula One. And it says in the book how, I mean, this is mind-blowing. They take 16,000 data channels on each parameter within the car, and then from that they analyse over 50,000 data channels just to be able to isolate something and make the smallest of improvements to make themselves better than their competitors. I mean, that's just mind-blowing. 50,000 data channels. I was like, whoa. But then it looks at so many different things. The book is full of so much insightful information, and I think again it goes on to students and children and how their perception of failure. That was interesting, and it looked at one thing and it made me think. Even as a kid, I remember this. Putting your hand up in class, I would only ever put my hand up if I was 100% sure that the answer was right, because I feared the embarrassment and the failure of getting it wrong, and I'd get, you get picked on or teased. So I thought, well, I'm going to ask my son. So I went in, asked Tom. I was like, Tom, and he just said, yeah. He said, yeah, I would only put my hand up, Mum, if I was 100% sure. But really, that's the wrong attitude to have around failure. We should encourage them that failure is a good thing, because you can't succeed without at some point failing. It takes the multiple failure syndrome to get to where you want to be. So it's just, I mean, that's just little snippets. There's so much wonderful information you can take from the book, so I would thoroughly recommend it. Obviously I haven't the book, and thank you to the Connect guys for leaving it. I won it, so that's great. I will pass it on to someone as well so that they can get the benefit from it. Hi Ad, you okay this morning? Hope you and the family are well. So yes, I'm going to leave you with that thought. I hope you all have a wonderful day in the sunshine, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Okay, bye.